Very fun. Let's start today's stream. Okay. Let's review what we have here. I have recently added a bar optimization. Okay, let me show you what does it mean. And okay. Just added it as a top level thing to work on. Okay. 4,000. Okay. Yeah. What does it mean? Okay. We'll remove this thing. It's inside assets, JS, app.js thing. So yeah, I have added this thing according to the docs, according to the information. So basically, it's just a debound thing. So if loading takes more than 5 milliseconds, then we trigger a top bar, how to call it, animation. Okay. In any other case, it just don't code. So yeah, this helps to make the navigation flawless, seamless. Okay. Move back to 500 milliseconds. Okay. Let's run with it. Let's restart the server. Okay. So it works. Works now. Okay. And finally, let's go through our other parts of plan. There are quite a lot of things to do. I even don't know which one to start from. Okay, let's run my tests. Running the tests. Okay. Which module is so uncovered? Okay, it's settings component. Here we have data type string without any coverage. Okay. I think it's better just start with something and see what we can get. Okay. Validate clock settings configuration. Let's see. Clock settings. Config. I think it's better to write more descriptive information, to give more descriptive information about what I'm planning to do, because it's very difficult now to remember, to recall what I meant at the time I wrote this part. Okay. This home settings, clock settings. I see. Validate clock settings config. So basically, I think what I meant here is to validate this thing. I wanted to validate this thing. And then we're using it here. They have some fields information and no validation. Okay, let's validate the thing. So what do we have? We have a name, and the name should be a string. We have field, which is keyword list with some keys and some values. Okay, so we have some arbitrary keys, and each key can have allowed values thing, default, required, and type thing. Okay, let's see what we can do with it. We have learned that we have nimble options library, and possibly we can use it. Okay, so it depends on exdoc only dev and xcorrels only in test thing. Basically, it has no dependencies, or almost no dependencies when I want to use it. Okay, let's see the documentation for it. Default value, keys, deprecated, doc, subsection, rename to. Okay. So schema options. Do we have some? Okay, we have API reference. Okay, so we have schema options. It's a type required default keys. Okay, so basically we can keys and define this section. Okay. So for example, we have such schema. Producer, its type. So it should be non-empty keyword list. It's required producer. Okay, and has some keys. Module. Yeah. Module, there is no module here. So we need a module thing, we need concurrency. Okay. Oh yeah. To avoid extra cost of validating once and then it valid schema directly. Let's try using this library. And let's check. Let's add it. our code. Okay, so basically it has a more recent version. Oops. Not sure that I think this library is very nice to work with, but not at the compile time, because I believe if we supply binary here, we should be able to evaluate it. Okay. But let's see how it will go. Okay. But we'll update the version because we have more recent one. Okay, let's move to our settings. Get settings, save settings. Let's rename it to config. Config. Okay. Get value, settings, get settings. Okay. Okay. If date config. Config do, and let's add some debugger here. Validate config. Let's start our compilation. Config. Okay, we have such config. And macro expand. Okay, macro expand. Config. Okay, this env. It didn't help so much. Okay, let's do something else. Config. And let's pipe it to macro expand. Okay, to macro expand folder. Okay, and validate date validate config. Okay, let's see how it will go this way. Okay, config. Get in config fields time1. Okay. Get in. So what is this function? Let's see the help. Okay. It works with some access module. Okay. Fetched it, and let's fetch a type from this. Why? Okay. Zone and type. Macro expand. Interesting. Okay, so this works. So let's try expanding from our environment and see what we'll get. Okay, config, just the same. Macro expand once. Okay. Config fields. Let's do it like this. Okay. Time zone and type. So this part will work. So yeah, they are not ready at this point of time. So if we want to validate the settings, we should do it after everything is compiled, or recursively just expand thing. Okay, let's try doing this. Okay, expand expand value blue and okay. So if we receive a when is list value. Okay, when we receive a list, we try to num map okay mark for data from values. Okay, when this is list values, if for data in values or value in values, do and okay, and value expand expand. I will try to expand it with current env. Okay. If it will be successful, we will just pass to expand thing. Def expand value to value. Let's see what will be after this. Def expand one. Okay, it's private. Okay, hey def. It didn't help. So yeah, what I will do here is I will inspect. Let's add this to the pipe too. I see, so basically it's a tuple. So it is a tuple. Value is list values. Okay, def expand key value do and okay, let's do something like this. Expand key value. No. Let's see. I got loud values. Yeah, please do. Let's recompile it. Label will be values. Yeah, this def is this. Okay, it didn't change a little bit. Okay, if we have a tuple, we try to expand the key and expand the value and return the tuple again. We receive a list, then let's add the breakpoint here, and we'll move it here. Okay, ready. And continue. Value. Continue. Value. Fields. Continue. Value. Continue. Value. Value. Okay. Macro expand value and this current and it didn't change. So basically it's a function. Continue. Yeah. Value. Continue. Value. Value. What I will do with it is just knock expand value with current and okay. X expand, okay, values. Okay, let's see the result. SDF is more or less readable. Okay. Okay, we have a config here, and I believe we can add some validation things from nimble options. How to work with it? Schema. Okay. Schema. will be this. Okay, name. We have a name here, and it has a type. Type will be string, I believe, something like this. Do we have a string? String, okay. Okay, schema name is a string. It's required. Okay. It has a type and it is required. Okay. Okay. Let's move to the other part. And it has some nested things. It has some fields. Okay. Each field has own name. So something like this. Okay. Let's see how to work with it. Keys. Okay. It can have multiple keys. Okay. It has some allowed values. So yeah, and it can be or and some subtypes. Okay, can be nil. Do we have something like nil? Okay, we'll just remove this value. We have or it can be a function. Okay. Type any, because I will not be able to work on it properly. Or why not? Let's see about this thing. And okay. Expand will take two arguments. First one will be first one that we have here, and will be the second argument. Okay. Inf Validate config. Where do we have it? Where do we call it? Okay, is a color. Let's see. Okay, config. Not so much better. I think I should just remove its parts. Also, okay. Yeah, it will have allowed values, and it will be anything. Okay, it should have default, not many. Okay. I'm not sure how to work on it. Type, rename to. I think I should move those parts here. Okay. Required type. Default will be what's possible. True. The default value will be required. Out values. It's optional thing. Default, yeah. Required type boolean, and it's required thing. Type. Okay. It will be a type. Type will be atom. Do we have an atom here? Okay. Type will be atom and required true. It should be required thing. Let's run it again. Okay, schema. We have this thing, and how to validate it against my value. Enable options. Validate. Validate options. It will be our config. Schema. Okay, I should update my code. Fields type array, or what is the type for list? Type keyword list. Type keyword list. Okay, type keyword list and keys. We'll move this to the keys. Okay. I believe here. Elixir format. Let's format our code. Let's see. Okay, enable options, validate. Config schema. Okay. Okay. Only schema will be like this. I will do config and expand. I will expand our config and enable options, validate with our schema. Okay. Let's try working on it. Okay. Interesting. Default not found, received options. Okay. It actually got an error. Config validation x. Okay, let's do it like this. Config validation. F module access home let's rename it. No. What? Yeah. Validation. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. should work. So what I will move here? I will def validate config. Okay. Do and it will receive a config and schema. And we'll do something like this. And I will borrow some expand. Okay, access home validation. Validate config with our config and validation schema. Okay. And possibly I will remove those parts. Okay. Oh yeah, it works now. It's quite difficult. It will be quite difficult to read. Yeah. Okay. Export not. And possibly I will need to add some module doc and okay. Validation utils. Okay. Format. Let's run formatting again. And okay. Okay. Where is the drop of our coverage? Let's move to our tests. We have one failing test, and it's settings test. Settings, schema test. Settings test. Okay, name fields. And default will be nil. Interesting, will it work? Required will be true. Okay. Okay, let's remove the whole thing and see how it will be. Okay, so both fields are required. Okay. Right. Let's commit this. I think it will take some time. So we have some validation for clock settings. Okay. And here we have slightly better coverage. Interesting. It's just interesting. Okay. Okay. Let's call it day for today. So not so large stream today, but okay. We'll finish today's stream and plan to continue on Monday. Thank you. Have a nice evening or day, or what do you have? Bye.